Quiet on the set. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. I'm Dear Myrtle, your friend in genealogy. But you know that this channel is all about creating journals to tell an ancestor anecdote, share an artifact, and get the story across to my grandchildren. So actually now I've had 3 people write to me specifically about this journal that I made for 52 Things this last week. And this is a William Morris print, as I had stated, and it's part of a digital kit. And I've never talked with my channel people about digital kits, and this is a perfect time to do it. So there was this thing called an arts and crafts movement, where naturalistic looking things, birds, etc., were all woven into very intricate designs like this. And William Morris is one of the premier artists during this time period. I mean, it looks like your great-great-grandmother's wallpaper, doesn't it? Let me pull it in a little bit closer. And so the, excuse me. Okay. There we go. So what I want to do is show you what William Morris's stuff looks like in the kit that I ordered. So let me make this one go live. All right, hopefully right now you are seeing this page. It's on Etsy. I've given you the link already in the description box below. Now, Artie Mays is one of the digital paper crafting artists that I follow. And this is the kit, and it's a digital download. And as you can see, there are a variety of prints. Some of these have been, well, she's got her watermark going across them. So let me show you what happens when I download them. Stop that screen share. And we're back to this. All right. Theoretically, I could be very organized. So I start a file folder for whatever the digital kit is. And I normally print every page twice on ordinary copy paper or printer paper. See how that's an overall floral print. I just picked the blue because I'm partial to that. That's pretty cool. After doing that, this is gorgeous stuff. She's done a wonderful job. And that could be mix and match together. After I print the full size ×2, oh, there's just tons of them. Don't you think this looks like marijuana? I don't know. I don't know at all. Yeah. After I finish printing full size, then I print, oh, gotta tell you, I'm still in the original part where she's made a collage of various William Morris prints. So I don't even have to think about making a collage, although I certainly could. And then we're into some more pretty things. Just love these. Eventually we'll get to the end of the first printing. Very traditional William Morris. So, oh gosh, these are just gorgeous. All right, then I print 4 to a page, which is half size ×2. Those would make good journaling cards, or folded or cut just a certain way. It could be a pocket, just have to strengthen it. Sometimes I even make smaller series of prints. Definitely love this design. Now, when Mr. Myrt and I went to England last year, nope, it was 2 years ago, I actually bought some William Morris things. I think I've taken all the cards out of here, but there's part of a design. And then I went to a fabric store. Some of these are William Morris prints. Some of them are not. And these types of things can be used. You can use fabric with your journals. Easy. Easy peasy. All right. Here's another book that I got about the houses of the arts and crafts time period. I was very intrigued by them. These are postcards that I hate to take them out of this book because it's so inspiring just to look at the book. But anyway, let's get on to today's project. Among the things that Artie Mays gives us in that digital kit are these tags that she's already edged around the edge with ink, and they're really quite attractive. Now, what I did last evening to prepare for this, I had printed them on copy paper type. Why do I keep saying typewriter? I am so 20th century, aren't I? In any event, they were not thick enough, so I put them on cardstock and then back them with some of my newest coffee dyed paper. But I have not inked around the edge of the back yet. And I said I was going to do a TriFold, so let's pick a couple. I think we have, I think I'll start with these three and set these three aside. Well, let's break it up a little. Now the TriFold is going to be created, let me zoom in just slightly. Yeah, it's going to be created with fabric. And depending on the colors that I wish to accentuate, I could pick a different color. This might do quite well because it fits with at least two of the three. However, this happens to be wool, and yes, you could use wool felting between them, but I think what I'll do is open up this jelly roll. If I can find my little mini scissors here or something with which to open it. Now, I have a quilt room. I was a quilter before I was a journalist here. And so I have a stash of fabric, some of which I've already used in a few journals that I have. It's all about telling that ancestor story. So a jelly roll is just a strip cut, as opposed to my buying this by the yard. It's already cut this way. And I'm going to really seriously want that ribbon, but it's gone. All right. So let's pick one of these. Now that's going to be a fairly innocuous binder because it doesn't contrast. It's very, very pale, and that's okay. So what we're going to do is actually glue these together. And this will be the spine. This fabric will be the spine. I know it sounds crazy, but I actually think it's fun to do this because it's a different sort of a thing, isn't it? All right. I think it's a little bit too wide. I'm not planning to put that much in. So I'm tearing, obviously. And this is just 100% cotton, no polyester. Quilters don't use that. Okay, and we're going to use the Fabri-Fix glue because it's most useful when you're doing paper to fabric. And notice this got thinner as we went. That means that when the machine trimmed this, it wasn't too straight. But that's okay, we'll deal with it. Okay, I want this to be the cover. So I'm going to put it on this side. And we'll put a little bunch of glue here along this side. Okay, come on, glue. Don't give me a hard time. Okay, and I'm going to glue from this corner to the base, theoretically, possibly. Okay, so great. What do we do when we get stuff all over our desk, as in the way of glue? It's a good thing Cat isn't in here. We clean it up quick like. Thank you to the one person watching and to people who've liked this video. Let me know who it is that's watching. All right. So this is how this will open. All right. So the thing we need to do next is flip this over. And we need to put this fellow right there. Okay. So we'll use a little less glue this time, Myrt. I just got overzealous, I think. You may never have thought of doing this before. And I see that my paper is coming up just a little on this particular one. Shall I zoom in a tad? Might make it easier. Let me just do that just a little bit. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. We're quite zoomed in. Again, we have too much glue, and so I shall clean it. There we go. So far, this is what our journal looks like. Okay, there's still a lot of glue here. And then you open it up, and we have journaling space, and we have a place to decorate, maybe add a pocket. But this part's coming loose slightly, ever so slightly, and I'm a stickler. Now, one thing you can do that's kind of intriguing is sew around the perimeter of these tags or pockets that we're creating. That would definitely ensure that the paper stays stuck down. Oh my gosh, it's kind of unusual that it went that far. Okay, I think it's better if it's slightly zoomed in like this. Okay, we need to trim this. All right. Now, if this is the cover and this is the inside, we have this that we need to connect. And so I'm going to put the fabric like this and then place this way. So it's kind of like every other side gets covered. So let's add a little bit. Let's try to add the glue here. Oh, geez, what a glob. Now, I've seen a number of people do this. Wendy's done this. She's also mentioned in the notes below in the description box. I've seen Gail do it. I've seen Rachel from Roxy's Creation do it as well. Come on. Okay, may as well cut this. So it's looking a little bit rudimentary, isn't it? All right, we'll put the glue on this side. And what we end up with is a pretty creative little kind of a journal. Very different from the ones we've done in the past. So Diane, this might pique your interest as well. Now that's about a 1/4 of an inch, so we'll give this side a 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so now this is what we have. We have a little journal. We made it up quick. Now, I've got extra fabric here. Let me scooch down so that you can see it. This can be trimmed off. It can be fringed. I'm planning to fringe it, and fringing it just involves taking those several layers of thread, and I'm just picking at them and pulling them away. I'm going to end up with quite a bit of fringe on this one. Helps to have some kind of a stylus that doesn't, not like a pencil. So I'm using this pick. It's another one of those Tim Holtz things. And I'm going to do that to all 4 of these just to make it look intriguing. I don't yet know what I'm planning to use this journal for. I just wanted to show you the William Morris prints, the work that you can purchase for very little money from Artie Mays. Just absolutely awesome collage sheets, etc. And I still have to embellish the cover. I probably will will punch the hole on each one of these and add some sort of embellishment. This might also call for beads. I don't know. What do you think? By the time we get this fringe on each one, I think this will be quite an interesting little journal. Can we see this? There we go. It's all good. Nothing left to say, but I'm Dear Myrtle, your friend in genealogy. Happy family tree climbing and journaling, everybody. That's a wrap.